Welcome back to the channel where we track every major movement in the luxury automotive world. And today, we are looking at a rare moment where a major manufacturer admits they might have gone too far with touch-sensitive tech. Audi has just officially pulled the covers off a series of updates for the 2026 model year A5 and Q5. And while these vehicles only recently entered their new generations, the German marque is already making some of the most significant mid-cycle adjustments we have seen in years. This update is a direct response to feedback from drivers who found the initial move toward haptic touchpads and menu-heavy screens a bit too distracting. For 2026, Audi is bringing back tactile logic in a big way, while simultaneously pushing their performance and safety technology further than ever before. If you have been waiting to see how Audi handles the competition from the BMW 3 Series or the Mercedes-Benz GLC, this latest update proves they are doubling down on what truly matters to the person behind the steering wheel. The absolute headline news for 2026 is the return of physical controls to the cockpit. In an industry-wide trend toward minimalist dashboards, Audi had previously moved toward touch-sensitive haptic pads on the steering wheel, but for the 2026 A5 and Q5, those have been retired. In their place is a redesigned multifunction steering wheel that reinstates the physical scroll wheels. This is a massive win for ergonomics, allowing drivers to adjust volume or scroll through the virtual cockpit menus with physical feedback and precision that touchpads simply cannot match. It shows that Audi is prioritizing the driving experience over purely aesthetic minimalism. Along with the steering wheel update, the interior features a more intuitive layout for common functions. The 2026 models now include a dedicated button for parking assistance systems, so you no longer have to dig through multiple layers of the MMI screen just to activate your sensors or cameras while navigating a tight garage. Speaking of screens, the Audi digital stage is getting a comprehensive software overhaul. The 2026 models feature a new design language for the infotainment system that utilizes a more graphical interface. Instead of the long text-heavy lists that characterized previous versions of the MMI, the new system uses clear icons and color-coded background palettes to help the driver recognize functions at a glance. Audi claims this significantly reduces driver distraction because the brain can process these visual cues much faster than reading a list. The virtual cockpit display in front of the driver has also been decluttered with a cleaner layout that puts the most critical information, like navigation and speed, in a more readable format. Even the front passenger gets an upgrade for 2026. The optional passenger display now supports independent Bluetooth headphone and controller connections. This means your co-pilot can stream movies or play games without the audio interfering with whatever the driver is listening to over the main sound system. Safety is another area where the 2026 Audi A5 and Q5 are breaking new ground for the brand. For the first time, Audi is offering a factory-integrated high-resolution dashcam. This isn't an aftermarket stick-on unit, but a sophisticated system built into the base of the rearview mirror. It records in 4K resolution and is controlled directly through the central MMI touchscreen. It can store footage on an internal SD card and features an automatic incident save function, which preserves 30 seconds of footage before and after a detected collision. This provides an incredible level of peace of mind for owners without the clutter of extra wires and third-party hardware. On the driver assistance front, the Park Assist Pro system has been upgraded with a new memory function. The car can now remember up to 5 different parking maneuvers, each up to 200 meters long, and it can even take over the steering for the final 150 feet of a reverse maneuver, making it easier than ever to back into a tricky driveway or a tight regular spot. For those who crave more excitement on the road, the performance-oriented S5 and SQ5 are receiving a new secret weapon called Dynamic Plus mode. This mode is designed to make the Quattro all-wheel drive system feel more alive and playful. By optimizing the sports differential and brake torque vectoring, Dynamic Plus allows for a greater degree of controlled oversteer when you are pushing the car on a track or a twisty mountain road. It adjusts the stability control to be less intrusive and optimizes the steering for a more direct feel. This is a clear signal that Audi wants to maintain its reputation for building cars that are not just safe and fast, but genuinely emotional to drive. To support this more aggressive driving character, Audi is also offering a new S-Sport suspension that lowers the ride height by 20 millimeters, providing better body control and a more athletic stance.
Convenience and value are also being boosted across the entire 2026 lineup. Audi has realized that modern luxury buyers want more features included as standard rather than hidden in expensive option packs. As a result, the base premium trim of the 2026 Audi A5 now comes standard with a heated steering wheel, a top-view 360-degree camera system, and remote engine start.
This makes even the entry-level models feel significantly more premium than before. Additionally, Audi is including its new Audi Signature Care maintenance plan with every 2026 model. This covers all scheduled maintenance for the first 3 years or 30,000 miles, which is a significant value add that gives owners peace of mind regarding the total cost of ownership. The 2026 Q5 also sees similar improvements in standard equipment, including the latest LED headlight signatures and more available leather and trim combinations to ensure the cabin stays at the top of the class.
Visually, the 2026 models remain largely the same as the fresh redesigns we saw last year, but they do benefit from new S-Line black packages. These packages add anthracite Audi rings, black roof rails, and unique 19 or 20-inch wheels depending on the model. It gives the 8.5 and Q5 a more sinister and modern look that pairs perfectly with the new tech-heavy interiors. Both models continue to ride on the Premium Platform Combustion or PPC architecture, which allows for the perfect balance of internal combustion power and sophisticated electronic architectures. Whether you choose the efficient 2.0,
2-liter turbo 4-cylinder, or the muscular 3-liter V6 in the S models, you are getting an engine that has been fine-tuned for the 2026 model year to deliver smoother power delivery and improved efficiency. As these 2026 models begin to reach dealerships in the first quarter of the year, it is clear that Audi has been paying very close attention to what its customers want. They haven't just updated a car, they have refined an experience by listening to the people who drive them every day.